The modern £1 coin was introduced in 1983 to replace the £1 banknote as an everyday, durable unit of currency. Through the 1980s and 1990s, the round pound ones circulated widely across the United Kingdom and carried a rotating set of reverse designs that celebrated the four constituent nations, England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, and other national symbols. These themed reverses made the coin not only a piece of currency, but also a small, widely seen canvas of national imagery. The 1991 reverse shows a flowering flax plant rising through the arches of the George IV state diadem, a jeweled crown. The flax represents Northern Ireland, flax historically being an important crop there used for linen, while the diadem ties the emblem to the monarchy and the nation as a whole. The legend on the reverse simply reads, £1. Around the coin's edge is the incus, cut into the metal. Inscription, Decus et tutamen, Latin for an ornament and a safeguard, a motto long used on British coinage. The obverse displays the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Makhlouf, the effigy in use on circulation coins during that period. The reverse design used for this flax diadem motif is attributed in numismatic references to Leslie Durbin, sometimes shown as the engraver artist, for the floral diadem reverses. The obverse portrait, the Queen's Head, for this era, is Makhlouf's work, used from 1985 until the late 1990s. The Royal Mint commissioned several different artists for the rotating series of £1 reverses, which is why different years showed distinct national badges and floral emblems. The standard circulating 1991 £1 was struck in nickel brass, an alloy of copper, zinc, and nickel, with a diameter of about 22.5 millimeters and a mass of around 9.5 grams. The familiar small yellowish £1 coin that circulated until the new 12-sided bimetallic pound replaced the round type. The reed or incus edge lettering, Decus et tutamen, is one of the features collectors check for, because some sets, strikes, and erroneous examples can show missing or misaligned edge lettering. By design, the Floral Dock Diadem series offered subtle variety year to year, and collectors often collect by year by condition, uncirculated, proof, or by reverse type, the four nations' emblems. Proof and presentation examples, struck specially for collectors, sometimes in silver proof versions, command higher prices than circulated examples. Because the round pound was eventually replaced in 2017 by a new 12-sided design aimed at reducing counterfeiting older round pounds, especially in uncirculated or proof condition and unusual error strikes, have extra interest among collectors. That replacement also makes certain years or designs slightly more sought after. Flax, used for linen, is a historically important crop in Ireland. Using a plant motif rather than a heraldic animal connects the coin visually to agricultural and industrial history. The Latin edge motto, Decus et tutamen, has been used on circulating UK coinage for many years. On the £1 it was both decorative and practical. Edge lettering can make some types of undecorated clad forgery more difficult. The 1991 design was produced not only in circulation strikes, but also in proof versions, including collector silver proofs in Royal Mint sets, which are better struck and often kept in presentation packaging. These proof pieces are where you'll see the nicest detail of the flax and diadem motif. The 1991 £1 flax and diadem coin is a small object that connects Britain's monetary history, royal symbolism, and regional identity. Northern Ireland's agricultural past represented by the flax plant, framed by the monarchy's diadem. For collectors, it's a classic example of the round pound 1 series. common in circulation but with collectible proof and era varieties, and with a story that ties numismatics to social and economic history. The value of 1991 £1 coin from United Kingdom. £1 1991 Northern Irish Flax PCGS PR 69 DCAM coin, £49 and 19 pence, 1991. £1 coin, graded by PCGS MS 64, £30, 1991. Great Britain £1. North Ireland Flax, NGC PF 69 Ultra Cameo, MAC Spotless £52, 50 pence. The 1992 £1 coin from England represents an intriguing chapter in the history of British currency. Though it might appear as a simple, everyday coin, it carries significant historical, cultural, and artistic value. Introduced during a time of economic change and modernization, the 1992 £1 coin reflects the United Kingdom's effort to celebrate its individual nations while maintaining unity under one currency. The £1 coin was first introduced in 1983 to replace the £1 banknote, which was costly to produce and wore out quickly. The coin was made of nickel brass, giving it a distinctive golden color and a durable structure. Each year, or nearly every year, following its introduction, the Royal Mint issued coins featuring different reverse designs representing the four nations of the United Kingdom: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. By 1992, the rotation had come full circle, and that year's design represented England. The coin's design was part of a 4-year series showcasing national symbols, and it continued the tradition of celebrating the distinct identities within the UK. The reverse design shows an English oak in a coronet by Leslie Durbin. The edge inscription, Decus et Tutamen, is Latin for an ornament and safeguard. See also 1983 £1 coin. The reverse has many different designs, some change frequently, and may show, national, the regional variations or emblems of England: 3 lions, Scotland, lion or thistle, Wales, dragon or leek, or Ireland, harp. The obverse of the coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklouf. This portrait was used on British coins from 1985 to 1997 and is notable for its regal and dignified depiction of the Queen wearing the royal diadem. One interesting aspect of the 1992 £1 coin is that it was minted exclusively for England, even though it circulated throughout the entire UK. Each nation had its own design during different years, which made collecting the £1 coins a popular hobby among coin enthusiasts and the general public alike. The 1992 £1 coin was also minted at a time when counterfeit coins began to rise in circulation. Because of this, the Royal Mint continually improved its coin production techniques to make the designs more detailed and harder to copy. Another notable point is that these coins were withdrawn from circulation in 2017, when the Royal Mint introduced a new 12-sided £1 coin to combat counterfeiting. However, the 1992 coin remains a favorite among collectors for its elegant design and representation of England's heritage. Beyond its face value, the 1992 £1 coin tells a story of national pride and identity. The coin's design serves as a reminder of the unity and diversity of the United Kingdom, while also symbolizing the authority of the crown. For many people, these coins evoke nostalgia for the late 20th century, a time before the introduction of the euro in Europe, and before the UK's coinage underwent major changes. Today, the 1992 £1 coin is not just an obsolete piece of money. It is a historical artifact that captures a moment in British history. It reflects the craftsmanship of the Royal Mint, the continuity of the monarchy, and the enduring importance of national symbols in British culture. In summary, the 1992 £1 coin from England is much more than just a small piece of metal. It's a symbol of tradition, unity, and national pride. Its detailed design, historical context, and cultural meaning make it a fascinating part of British numismatic history. Though it no longer circulates today, it remains a cherished collectible and a reminder of how even everyday objects can hold deep historical significance. The value of 1992, £1 coin from 1992. Great Britain silver. £1 English oak, NGC PF70, Ultra Cameo Perfection. £149 50 pence, 1992 PF69. Ultra Cameo. Great Britain £1, NGC KM, 948 English oak, £52 50 pence. The 1993 £1 coin from England represents an important piece of British numismatic history. Though it may appear to be just another everyday coin, it carries cultural, artistic, and historical significance that reflects the identity and unity of the United Kingdom. The coin is part of the series of £1 coins first introduced in 1983, which replaced the £1 banknote due to the note's short lifespan in circulation. The £1 coin was first introduced by the Royal Mint in 1983 as a durable alternative to the paper pound note, which only lasted around 9 months on average. Coins, by contrast, could circulate for decades. Each year, from 1983 onwards, the Royal Mint issued different designs on the reverse side to represent the 4 constituent countries of the United Kingdom: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, on a rotating basis. The 1993 £1 coin specifically represents England, marking its turn in the 4-year design cycle. It was the first time the design used in 1983. The English £1 coin featuring the royal arms was reissued, making it both a revival and a continuation of the symbolic representation of the English nation within the UK. The obverse of the 1993 £1 coin features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Makhlouf. This portrait, introduced in 1985, shows the Queen wearing the royal diadem, a jeweled crown often worn for state occasions. Around the portrait is the inscription, Elizabeth II. Dactio Sainbury. 1993, which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen Defender of the Faith. The reverse design was created by Eric Sewell, the chief engraver at the Royal Mint at the time. It features the royal coat of arms, the shield supported by a lion and a unicorn, symbolizing England and Scotland respectively, with a crown above. Below the shield is the Latin motto, Dieu est mon droit, meaning God and my right, the motto of the British monarch. This design reflects the unity of the United Kingdom and the authority of the crown. The edge of the coin bears the inscription, Decus et tutamen, meaning an ornament and a safeguard. This phrase dates back to the 17th century and was originally used to deter coin clipping, the illegal shaving of small amounts of precious metal from the edges of coins. Metal composition: nickel brass, 70% copper, 24.5% zinc, 5.5% nickel. Weight: 9.5 grams. Diameter: 22.5 millimeters. Thickness: 3.15 millimeters. These coins were heavy and durable, but over time, they became notorious for being easily counterfeited. By 2016, an estimated 1 in 30 pounds, £1 coins in circulation was fake. This widespread counterfeiting eventually led to the introduction of the new 12-sided £1 coin in 2017, which featured advanced security features to prevent forgery. The 1993 £1 coin was part of a series that changed design every year to represent different parts of the UK. After England in 1993, Scotland was represented in 1994, Wales in 1995, and Northern Ireland in 1996. While the 1993 coin is not considered particularly rare, collectors often value it as part of a complete set of the original round £1 coins. Coins in uncirculated or proof condition can fetch higher prices among numismatists. The design of the 1993 coin deliberately echoed that of the first £1 coin from 1983, creating a sense of continuity in the coinage series and national symbolism. The original round £1 coin, including the 1993 edition, was officially withdrawn from circulation in October 2017 to make way for the new bimetallic 12-sided design. However, they remain legal tender for collectors and historical purposes. The Royal Arms design underscores England's historical and political importance within the United Kingdom, making the 1993 coin not only a monetary tool, but also a symbol of British heritage. The 1993 £1 coin stands as more than just a piece of currency. It represents a period in British history when artistry, symbolism, and practicality met in the design of everyday objects. Its detailed craftsmanship, historical significance, and connection to national identity make it a fascinating piece for both collectors and historians. Though it may no longer jingle in pockets today, the 1993 £1 coin remains a small but enduring testament to Britain's cultural and numismatic legacy. The value of 1993 £1 coin, PCGS PR 69, DCAM highest grade 1993, British £1 silver coin with Royal Coat of Arms, £541.50, and 1993 Great Britain silver £1 Pyfort, Royal Arms NGC PF 70 Ultra Cameo, rare 3187.00, and 1993 £1, Royal Arms NGC MS 68, uncirculated, Great Britain £58. The 1994 £1 coin is a fascinating piece of British currency that reflects the heritage, identity, and artistry of the United Kingdom. Although it is no longer in circulation today, this coin remains a favorite among collectors and historians due to its symbolic design and connection to Scottish history. The British £1 coin was first introduced in 1983, replacing the paper £1 note, which was considered less durable. Each year following its introduction, the Royal Mint released new designs to celebrate the four nations of the United Kingdom: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The 1994 £1 coin represented Scotland, continuing this proud tradition of showcasing national symbols. During this period, Queen Elizabeth II was the reigning monarch, and her image appeared on the obverse of all UK coins. The £1 coin was not only a practical form of money, but also a representation of national unity and identity under her reign. The reverse of the 1994 £1 coin was designed by Derek Gorringe. It features the Scottish lion rampant, one of Scotland's most recognizable heraldic symbols. The lion, shown standing upright with its claws extended, is enclosed within a double border decorated with a traditional Celtic pattern. The design is based on the Royal Banner of Scotland, which dates back to the 12th century and symbolizes bravery, strength, and royal authority. On the obverse, the coin displays the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by Raphael Makhlouf. This portrait was used on UK coins from 1985 to 1997 and shows the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, the same crown she traditionally wore for the state opening of Parliament. Around her portrait is the Latin inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 1994, which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The edge inscription of the 1994 coin reads, Nemo me impune laci sit, a Latin motto meaning, no one provokes me with impunity. This phrase is associated with Scotland's highest order of chivalry, the Order of the Thistle, and symbolizes national pride and resilience. The 1994 £1 coin was made of nickel brass, consisting of 70% copper, 24.5% zinc, and 5.5% nickel. It weighed 9.5 grams and had a diameter of 22.5 millimeters. Its color was a warm golden tone, making it easily recognizable among other coins. The milled edge not only added texture, but also helped prevent counterfeiting, a growing concern during the late 20th century. Part of a Four Nations series. The 1994 coin was one of several designs representing the nations of the UK. Each nation had its own emblem and motto, making the collection both patriotic and artistic. Symbol of Scotland's heritage. The lion rampant has been a royal emblem of Scotland since the reign of King William I in the 11th century, symbolizing courage and sovereignty. Although its face value was just £1, the 1994 coin is now sought after by numismatists, coin collectors, especially in uncirculated or proof condition. The 1994 coin belongs to the final decade before the major redesign of British coinage, which culminated in the introduction of the 12-sided pound coin in 2017. The coin was designed to last around 40 years in circulation, much longer than the paper pound note it replaced. By the early 2000s, the Royal Mint discovered that a large number of round pound coins in circulation were counterfeit. To combat this, a new 12-sided bimetallic £1 coin was introduced in 2017 with advanced security features. As a result, the 1994 round pound, along with others of its type, was officially withdrawn from circulation in October 2017. Today, the 1994 £1 coin remains a symbol of British craftsmanship and history. It represents not only the artistic talent of its designer, but also a moment in time when the United Kingdom celebrated its national identities through its currency. The 1994 Elizabeth II £1 coin is more than just a piece of money. It is a miniature work of art that embodies Scottish heritage and the unity of the United Kingdom under Queen Elizabeth II. With its intricate design, historical symbolism, and cultural significance, it continues to capture the imagination of collectors and history enthusiasts alike. Though no longer in everyday use, the coin remains a lasting reminder of Britain's rich traditions and the enduring legacy of its monarch. The value of £1 silver-proof Peat Force, 1994, NFDC to FDC. Most are FDC with full mint brilliance in the red Royal Mint boxes of issue, all with certificates. More coins like this with £360. The 1995 £1 coin from the United Kingdom, often referred to as the Welsh Dragon Pound, is a fascinating piece of numismatic and cultural history. In this essay, I'll explore its background, design, specifications, historical context, interesting facts, and collectability. The £1 coin, denomination £1 in the UK, was introduced in 1983, replacing in large part the older £1 banknote. By the mid-1990s, the coin was well established, and the designs on reverses began to reflect the nations of the UK and their heraldic or symbolic emblems. The 1995 issue specifically is part of a series of heraldic emblems, £1 coins, where each of the four nations, England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, is represented by a distinct motif. The 1995 coin represents Wales via the dragon motif. To acknowledge the constituent nations of the United Kingdom, by giving them distinct symbolic representation on circulating coinage, to bring thematic variety to what might otherwise be a rather monotonous appearance of coinage, to reflect a sense of national identity and heritage. For Wales, the dragon has deep roots in Welsh symbolism, For example, the dragon motif traces to the red dragon, Y Draig Goch, of Welsh legend, and has been used as a badge for Welsh princes, e.g., the badge attributed to the king of Gwynedd in the 7th century, per coin catalog commentary. Thus, the 1995 coin sits at the intersection of numismatics and national symbolism. Obverse features: the third crowned portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, facing right, wearing the George IV state diadem. The portrait was designed by Raphael David Macluf. The legend reads, Elizabeth II de Greg Fadid 1995. The initials RDM appear on the truncation of the bust. Reverse depicts a Welsh dragon passant, walking with right foreleg raised, above the denomination £1. The reverse design was by Norman Silman. Edge inscription: on a milled, reeded edge, with incuse lettering, Pleidiol wif I'm Gwlad, which is Welsh for true am I to my country, a phrase taken from the Welsh national anthem. The standard circulating version is struck in nickel brass alloy, 22.50 millimeters diameter, mass about 9.5 grams, thickness about 3.15 millimeters. For circulation, the mintage is very high, approximately 34.5 million coins. Additionally, there were brilliant uncirculated and proof versions, e.g., approximately 105,647 BU in sets, and special silver-proof Piedfort versions for collectors. In short, it is physically and visually distinctive. A bold dragon motif, Welsh inscription on the edge, and all tied into the UK's £1 coin series. As noted, the dragon motif is explicitly Welsh. The fact that the edge inscription is in Welsh, Pleidiol wif I'm Gwlad, is somewhat unusual in UK coinage, where English is dominant. This makes the 1995 coin a symbol of Wales within UK circulation. The reverse design, Wales Dragon, was reused in later years, notably 2000, for collector versions. The silver-proof Piedfort version, heavier, thicker than standard, of the 1995 Welsh Dragon £1, is limited to about 8,458 examples worldwide. This makes that version sought by collectors. It is relatively rare for UK circulating coins to carry inscriptions in Welsh or Gaelic. The use of Welsh here reflects an acknowledgement of the cultural identity of one of the nations of the UK. While this specific coin is common, the broader round pound coins, 1983 to 2016 era, became the subject of widespread counterfeiting, which eventually led to the introduction of the 12-sided £1 coin in 2017. The round £1 coins, like the 1995 issue, were withdrawn from legal tender after the introduction of the new 12-sided £1 coin. Specifically, the old-style coin ceased to be legal tender from the 15th of October 2017, so the 1995 Welsh Dragon coin has become a reference point for identifying possible counterfeits or misdated coins. Although designed with special regional symbolism, the standard circulating 1995 Welsh Dragon £1 is still relatively common. The 1995 Welsh Dragon £1 coin is more than just another pound coin. It encapsulates a moment in British monetary and cultural history, the use of regional symbolism, the Welsh dragon, the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, and the edge inscription in Welsh, which all combine to create a coin with character. While the standard circulating version is common and remains at face value for everyday use, its collectible iterations, proof, silver, Piedfort, hold interest for coin enthusiasts. For anyone staking out an everyday find, spotting one in good condition and remembering the Welsh dragon motif might bring a bit of joy. For the more serious collector, it offers an opportunity to explore a specific branch of the UK £1 coin story, the Heraldic Emblems series, and to appreciate how design, symbolism, and numismatics intersect. The value of 1995 £1. Welsh Dragon 1 pound. Proof: NGC-PR 70, Great Britain, 116 pounds, 50 pence. And 1995, Great Britain 1 pound Welsh Dragon, NGC PF 69 Ultra Cameo Mac, spotless 47 pounds 50 pence. The 1995 Gibraltar 1 pound coin is a small piece of island pride that packs a surprising amount of symbolism and story into a 22.5 millimeter disc. Issued as a commemorative circulating piece, it celebrates Gibraltar's National Day, while also marking the 50th anniversary of the United Nations, a pairing that reflects Gibraltar's local identity and its place within broader international affairs. The reverse side of the coin features a stylized depiction of the Rock of Gibraltar, the territory's most famous natural landmark. The rock is shown with sun rays streaming upward and 3 birds in flight above it. Beneath the shoreline motif sits the emblem of the United Nations, a clear visual link to the coin's dual commemoration of National Day and the UN's Golden Jubilee. The legend National Day curves across the top while 1 pound is inscribed on the lower rim. This composition blends local symbolism, the rock and birds, with a global reference, the UN emblem, suggesting Gibraltar's local pride within an international context. The obverse carries the familiar effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, the reigning monarch at the time the coin was struck. That portrait is the Raphael David Makhlouf design, a sculptural effigy widely used on Commonwealth coinage in the late 20th century. Makhlouf's portrait is noted for its classical, slightly idealized treatment of the Queen. The presence of the royal effigy underscores Gibraltar's constitutional status as a British overseas territory. Technically, the coin is a nickel brass, milled round measuring about 22.5 millimeters in diameter, weighing approximately 9.5 grams, and about 3.15 millimeters thick, the standard metric details given by collectors' catalogs. It is catalogued KM number among Gibraltar pound issues and listed as a circulating commemorative for 1995. These specifications place it in the same family as other modern Gibraltar pound coins that were intended for everyday use, but also to commemorate special events. An important practical point: Gibraltar's coins are legal tender within Gibraltar and denominated in Gibraltar pounds. But they are not legal tender in the United Kingdom, despite being denominated in pounds. That distinction matters for collectors and travelers. Gibraltar coinage circulates locally and can be relatively scarce outside the territory, which adds to collectors' interest. The 1995 National Day pound is commonly found on the market in circulated grades, but uncirculated and proof examples command higher prices. Dealers and auction listings show a range of prices depending on condition, from modest sums for worn pieces to noticeably higher prices for UNC/proof specimens. Several things make this coin appealing to collectors: the attractive and meaningful reverse design, rock plus UN emblem, the Makhlouf portrait on the obverse, which marks a specific era of portraiture in Commonwealth coinage, and the fact that Gibraltar montage runs are relatively low compared with UK coin runs, making many Gibraltar commemoratives scarcer on the international market. Additionally, topical collectors who focus on UN anniversary issues or on island/territorial coinage often find this piece fits neatly into multiple collecting themes. Gibraltar National Day is celebrated annually, September 10th, and commemorates the 1967 sovereignty referendum in which the people of Gibraltar voted overwhelmingly to remain under British sovereignty. Issuing a National Day coin reinforces Gibraltar's identity and the islanders' continued expression of that political will. Pairing National Day with the UN's 50th anniversary on a coin also reflects the island's distinct geopolitical position, a small territory with local nationalism that nonetheless exists in an international legal and diplomatic framework. Collectors and historians sometimes read commemorative coin programs for what they reveal about local political sentiment and identity at the time of issue. If you're hunting for one, look at reputable coin dealers and auction archives for images and grade descriptions. Many online sellers offer the 1995 Gibraltar pound in grades from good or very fine up to uncirculated and proof. Condition drives value. Sharp devices, full luster, and absence of bag marks make a big difference in price. Reference catalogs, Numista, KM listings, will give you the technical details and typical market references used by dealers and collectors. In short, the 1995 Gibraltar Elizabeth II National Day £1 coin is a modest but well-designed commemorative that blends local symbolism, the rock, with global commemoration, the UN, anchored by the Makhlouf effigy of the Queen. Its appeal lies in that storytelling, a small piece of metal that carries Gibraltar's identity, a nod to internationalism, and an accessible collecting niche for those interested in British overseas territories or commemorative issues. The value of Gibraltar. 1995 £1, National Day and 50th anniversary of the UN, UNC, £22, 98 pence. The 1996 £1 coin is a fascinating piece of British currency that represents more than just monetary value. It reflects the United Kingdom's regional identity, craftsmanship, and the long reign of Queen Elizabeth II. Issued during a time of great change and modernization in the Royal Mint's coinage, the 1996 £1 coin holds both historical and numismatic interest. The British £1 coin was first introduced in 1983, replacing the old £1 banknote. The change was made primarily because coins are more durable than paper notes, lasting decades instead of just a few years. Each year or two, the Royal Mint would issue a new design celebrating one of the four nations of the United Kingdom: England, Scotland, Wales, or Northern Ireland. The 1996 £1 coin was part of this Nations of the Crown series and featured a design representing Northern Ireland. This was the third time Northern Ireland was represented on the £1 coin, following earlier issues in 1986 and 1991, and its design beautifully celebrated the country's heritage and symbols. The reverse of the 1996 £1 coin was designed by Leslie Durbin, one of Britain's most respected silversmiths. It features an elegant depiction of the Celtic cross with a pimpernel flower in the center. The Celtic cross is an important cultural symbol in Ireland, representing faith, history, and art. The pimpernel flower, meanwhile, adds a delicate botanical touch, symbolizing beauty and resilience. The obverse bears the fifth official portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by sculptor Raphael Makhlouf. This portrait, first introduced in 1985, shows the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, the same crown she traditionally wore for the state opening of Parliament. The inscription around the portrait reads, Elizabeth Secu DG Reg FD 1996, which stands for Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning Elizabeth II by the grace of God, Queen Defender of the Faith. The coin is made of nickel brass, giving it its characteristic golden color, and weighs 9.5 grams with a diameter of 22.5 millimeters. The edge inscription, a detail often overlooked by casual observers, reads Decus et Tutamen, Latin for an ornament and a safeguard. This phrase has been used on British coins since the 17th century and refers both to the coin's decorative beauty and its function in deterring counterfeiting. The 1996 Northern Ireland £1 coin was only minted for circulation for that specific year, making it relatively scarce compared to other issues. Each nation-themed £1 coin, including the 1996 design, emphasized the unity and diversity of the United Kingdom through regional symbols, a subtle celebration of shared identity within individuality. The 1996 coin was part of the last decade of the round pound series. In 2017, the Royal Mint replaced the round pound one with a new 12-sided bimetallic coin to enhance security and combat counterfeiting. While not extremely rare, the 1996 pound one coin is a popular piece among collectors, especially when found in excellent condition or as part of a complete Nations of the Crown set. The 1996 £1 coin stands as a small but meaningful piece of British numismatic history. Its design honors Northern Ireland's cultural heritage while showcasing the craftsmanship of the Royal Mint and the enduring image of Queen Elizabeth II, whose likeness graced coins for over 70 years, the longest reign in British history. Today, although no longer in circulation since the 2017 currency reform, the 1996 pound one coin remains a cherished collectible, a symbol of regional pride, and a tangible reminder of Britain's royal and artistic traditions. The 1996 Elizabeth II £1 coin is more than just a monetary token. It is a historical artifact that encapsulates the spirit of a nation and the reign of a monarch. Its design, symbolism, and story tell us much about Britain's cultural identity in the late 20th century, as well as the artistry and meaning embedded in every coin produced by the Royal Mint. The value of a 1996 Great Britain silver £1 Pidefort Ireland Cross, NGC PF 69, Ultra Cameo £77. The 1997 £1 coin of the United Kingdom, officially the pound one coin dated 1997, featuring Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and 3 lions on the reverse, holds considerable interest for both numismatists and those intrigued by British heraldic symbolism. The £1 coin was introduced into general circulation in 1983, replacing the £1 banknote in the UK, as it was more economical and durable to mint a coin than print large numbers of £1 notes. In the decades that followed, the coin underwent series of design changes, particularly on the reverse side, to reflect the constituent nations of the United Kingdom and to refresh the motif from the original design. By 1997, the coin was well entrenched in circulation, marking a stable period of UK coinage before later redesigns and security upgrades. The 1997 issue belongs to the Heraldic Emblems series of £1 coins, in which each of the UK's nations, England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, was represented in turn. On the obverse, the coin bears the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by sculptor Raphael Maklouf, which had been introduced in 1985 and used up to 1997 for the £1 coin. The legend around the portrait reads, Elizabeth II, DGREGFD, 1997, standing for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The reverse is where the coin's distinctive interest lies. It features 3 lions passant guardant, that is 3 lions depicted in profile walking left to right, but with heads turned to face the viewer, arranged one above the other, and beneath them the inscription, £1. The design was created by the sculptor/graver, Norman Silman. This particular reverse motif was used for the 1997 £1 coin to represent England, as part of the UK's constituent nations design cycle. The 3-lion emblem is very historic. It is derived from the royal arms of England and was used by such medieval monarchs as Richard I, Richard the Lionheart, 1189 to 1199, in the Crusades era. The coin is round, unlike the later 12-sided pound one introduced in 2017. It is struck in nickel brass, a yellow-colored alloy with a diameter of 22.50 millimeters and a mass of 9.50 grams. The edge is milled and carries the inscription Dicas et Tudamen, Latin for an ornament and a safeguard. This inscription dates back to the first machine-struck British coins, 1662, and was used to help prevent clipping. This emblem has become strongly associated with England in modern times through sport. For example, the English football team often uses the Three Lions motif. On the coin, this symbol serves to represent the nation of England in the UK's four-nation coin design cycle. The circulation mintage for the Three Lions, reverse type dated 1997, is recorded as 57,117,450 coins. The Three Lions design was used again in 2002 for the pound one coin. The Three Lions motif might at times be described in heraldic literature as lions or even as leopards, due to historic confusion in medieval art between the animals. Although these coins were issued for circulation, special versions of the same design were also struck as proofs or pied forts, thicker coins, in silver for collectors. The coin was part of a design regime that ended when the UK introduced the 12-sided pound one coin in 2017, with new security features. The 1997 Three Lions pound one coin remains a popular piece among collectors because it bears a strong national symbol, England's Three Lions, recognized widely in popular culture. Was produced in large quantity, meaning many are available in circulation, but the condition and special proof versions still carry premium interest. Far from just an everyday piece of metal, the 1997 one-pound coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II and the Three Lions reverse encapsulates layers of history, symbolism, and national identity. From the medieval heraldic arms of England to the modern cycle of UK coin designs, from its practical role in circulation to its collectible special editions, this coin offers more than meets the eye. Whether you're interested in numismatics, British history, heraldry, or simply everyday objects loaded with meaning, the 1997 Three Lions pound one coin is a small but richly significant artifact. The value of 1997, Great Britain silver. 1 pound P-Fort Lions NGC PF69, Ultra Cameo Top Pop is 92 pounds, and 1997 Great Britain 1 pound, Three Lions NGC PF 69 Ultra, Cameo Max Spotless is 61 pounds, 50 pence. The 1998 1-pound coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II and the United Kingdom Royal Coat of Arms is a significant piece within modern British numismatics. Minted during a period of transition and artistic evolution, this coin represents both the unity of the United Kingdom and a milestone in the portraiture of the Queen. Its design, symbolism, and context within the broader history of the 1-pound coin make the 1998 coat of arms issue particularly interesting to collectors and historians alike. The pound coin was first introduced in 1983 to replace the 1-pound banknote, which wore out quickly in circulation. From its inception, the Royal Mint planned a rotating series of reverse designs celebrating the individual nations of the United Kingdom, as well as national symbols representing the Union as a whole. By 1998, the Royal Mint had already showcased various emblems highlighting England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The coat of arms design served as a unifying symbol, representing the entire United Kingdom rather than any single nation. This approach helped reinforce national identity during a time when devolution and regional representation were becoming increasingly important political topics. The reverse of the 1998 coin features the Royal Coat of Arms of the United Kingdom, designed by sculptor Eric Sewell, who served as the Royal Mint's chief engraver. This design had first appeared on the £1 coin in 1983 and was brought back for select years in the 1990s. The Royal Coat of Arms includes the quarterly shield representing England, 3 lions, Scotland, lion rampant, and Ireland, harp, the lion and unicorn supporters. The motto, Dieu est mon droit, French for God and my right. The Order of the Garter's motto, Honi soit qui mal y pense, shame on him who thinks evil of it. This design encapsulates centuries of heraldry and national identity, linking the modern United Kingdom to its medieval and early modern past. The obverse features the 4th official portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Ian Rank Broadley. Introduced in 1998, the same year this coin was minted, this portrait is more mature, less idealized, and noticeably larger than previous versions. The debut of this portrait gives the 1998 coin additional historical importance. Like other pound coins of its era, the 1998 issue has the following specifications. Composition, nickel brass, 70% copper, 24.5% zinc, 5.5% nickel. Weight, 9.5 grams. Diameter, 22.5 millimeters. Edge, milled with inscription, edge inscription, Decus et tutamen, an ornament and a safeguard. This Latin phrase has appeared on British coins for centuries and was originally intended as an early anti-clipping measure, making it harder for criminals to shave small amounts of precious metal off the edges. First year of a new queen's portrait. The 1998 pound 1 coin was among the first circulating coins to feature the Rank Broadley effigy. This makes 1998 a landmark year for collectors. Unlike the many £1 coins dedicated to individual nations, the coat of arms design represents the United Kingdom as a whole, making it symbolically balanced. The imagery on the coat of arms has roots going back hundreds of years, connecting the coin to Britain's medieval monarchy. The £1 coin series, 1983 to 2016, is one of the most diverse circulating coin collections in British history. The 1998 issue bridges earlier heraldic designs and later experimental series. The 1998 pound 1 coin came just before counterfeit issues became widespread. This problem eventually led to the redesigned 12-sided bimetallic pound 1 coin introduced in 2017. While not the rarest coin of its time, the 1998 coat of arms £1 holds enduring value due to its role in several major transitions. The introduction of a new monarch portrait, the reappearance of a national unifying symbol, and its place near the end of the round pound coin era. For collectors, it represents a blend of artistic craftsmanship and historic continuity. The 1998 Elizabeth II £1 coin with the coat of arms reverse is much more than a simple piece of currency. It stands at the intersection of heraldry, national symbolism, and numismatic evolution. Its design honors the unity and heritage of the United Kingdom, while marking a major milestone in the representation of Queen Elizabeth II on British coinage. Today, it remains an attractive and culturally rich item for any collector interested in British history or modern numismatics. The value of Great Britain. 1998 £1 silver. NGC PF 69. Royal Arms, Unicorn, Piedfort, £245. And 1998 Great Britain silver £1, Piedfort Royal Arms, NGC PF 69. Ultra Cameo, £88.50. And 1998 Great Britain £1 Royal Arms NGC PF 69. Ultra Cameo, Max Spotless, £48.50. The 1999 Elizabeth II £1 coin stands as an important part of the United Kingdom's numismatic heritage, particularly because its reverse design features the lion rampant, one of Scotland's most enduring national symbols, as part of an ongoing series representing the four constituent nations of the UK. The 1999 issue reflects not only modern British currency design, but centuries of Scottish heraldic tradition. Although this coin circulated widely in everyday life, its symbolism, history, and contextual significance make it especially interesting to collectors and historians alike. To understand the 1999 issue, it is helpful to look at the broader history of the £1 coin. The round £1 coin was first introduced in 1983 to replace the £1 banknote, with the Royal Mint designing a rotation of reverse images that celebrated the cultures, emblems, and heraldry of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. By the late 1990s, the Royal Mint had entered another cycle of national designs. The 1999 £1 coin represented Scotland, following a tradition in which each year highlighted one of the four nations. This system allowed the UK's shared identity to be expressed while also giving each nation a moment to stand out the reverse, the lion rampant of Scotland. The most defining feature of the 1999 £1 coin is its reverse design depicting the lion rampant, the fierce and stylized heraldic lion that has represented Scotland for over 800 years. The design was created by Timothy Noad, a respected calligrapher and heraldic artist known for his work with British ceremonial institutions. The lion rampant appears on the royal banner of Scotland, a flag traditionally associated with Scottish royalty. Its history stretches back to the reign of Alexander II in the 13th century, making it one of Europe's oldest continuously used national emblems. The lion, standing upright with forepaws raised, symbolizes bravery and strength, Scottish sovereignty, royal authority, and identity. Because the banner is historically reserved for the monarch, its use on the 1999 £1 coin carries both cultural weight and a sense of royal legitimacy. A bold lion rampant within a double border. A decorative royal tresure flory counterflory representing the traditional border found on Scotland's heraldic arms. The inscription £1 beneath the emblem. This design gives the coin a distinctly Scottish character while remaining recognizable as part of the unified national coinage. The obverse of 1999 coin features Queen Elizabeth II's fourth official portrait, sculpted by Ian Rank Broadley. Introduced in 1998, this portrait is notable for its realism. Rank Broadley intentionally chose a mature, dignified depiction of the Queen, emphasizing natural facial features and presenting a more grounded image of the monarchy. Because this portrait had only just entered circulation in 1998, the 1999 £1 coin represents an early example of this artistic transition in modern UK coinage. Like other pre-2017 £1 coins, the 1999 issue is characterized by nickel brass, 70% copper, 24.5% zinc, 5.5% nickel, 9.5 grams, 22.5 millimeters. Shape, round edge. Inscription, Nemo me impune lacessit. No one provokes me with impunity. The edge inscription is itself a key Scottish motto, associated with the Order of the Thistle, and historically used by the Royal Stuart dynasty. Its presence amplifies the coin's national symbolism and offers another layer of historical depth. The Latin edge inscription, Nemo me impune lacessit, has been used for centuries as a Scottish national motto. It was associated with Scottish regiments, royal orders, and even military badges. The 1999 coin represented Scotland in a sequence that also included England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Many collectors today seek full sets from these cycles. The lion rampant is one of the most iconic and visually striking symbols used in the entire £1 coin series. For this reason, the 1999 issue is a favorite even among younger or beginner collectors. Though millions were minted, the late 1990s saw a rise in counterfeit £1 coins. As a result, authentic examples in excellent condition are more desirable for numismatists. The round £1 coin was eventually replaced in 2017 by a new 12-sided bimetallic version to combat counterfeiting. Thus, the 1999 Lion Rampant coin is part of the final chapters of the original £1 format. The 1999 Elizabeth II £1 coin featuring the Lion Rampant of Scotland is far more than a simple piece of currency. It is a compact work of art steeped in centuries of heraldic tradition. Its imagery reflects Scottish history, royal symbolism, and national pride, while its production marks an important period in the evolution of British coinage today. The coin remains a cherished collectible, valued not only for its design, but also for the story it tells about Scotland's identity within the United Kingdom and the changing landscape of late 20th century British currency. The value of a 1999 Scotland Scottish Lion £1 Piedfort silver-proof coin is £40.